and blessings, holy family, royal family. We're coming up out of this here holy book, and today God told me to come down and talk to you about Satan and what Satan's job was. He said, Queen, go on over there and go over there and see what that job looked like. Or holler at your Uncle Joe, because he had a job to do. And he said, go on to verse chapter 1 and start down there at verse 6 and read this to my people. And it says, now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came as among them. So family, we're going to stop right there for a second, and we're going to break this down, because we got to understand what God is trying to show us. So right here, he said, Queen, he says, now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. So right there, that lets you know the sons of man, the sons of God presented themselves before the Lord. Satan came with them. So that means Satan was with the sons of God to go present themselves before the Lord. And the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. So right here, family, is letting us know Satan was talking to God, having a conversation with God, letting God know he been walking to and fro up and down the earth. But what was Satan walking to and fro down the earth for? Let's keep reading and finding out. Because the Lord says, Satan, what you come from? That's what, whence comest thou? That's God asking, Satan, what you coming over here asking me stuff for? What you want, Satan? What you want? And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job? There is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil. So right here, God is letting us know that Satan came and was saying, I guarantee I can get him to turn on you. Because right here, let's go back. It says, and the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth and walking up and down it. So what was he talking about right there? What was he doing going to and fro in the earth? So let's go back up and find out what was he doing. He said go back, and we on verse 1. He said, for that one, Queen, I need you to go over there and holler at chapter 2, verse 2. Because, see, we got to get into this thing right here. We got to find out. We got to back up and find out why Satan was going back and forth in the earth. So he telling me, he said, Queen, he said, go on over there to 2 and 2. And 2 and 2 said, and the Lord said unto Satan, from whence thou comest? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from the walking up and down it. So, hold on. We still got to find out what he walking to and fro from. So he said, go on over there and holler at your Uncle Matthew, chapter 12, verse 43. So hold on, family. Let's go on over here and holler at my Uncle Matthew. Because, see, I got to figure out why Satan was walking up and down the earth. I'm nosy. Hold on, family. So, family, I done came over here and I done found my Uncle Matthew. And he said, Queen, holler at Matthew 12 and 43. So I'm over here at 12 and 43. And 12 and 43 says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places seeking rest and findeth none. Come on, somebody. So, we getting somewhere. So when he walketh in dry places and seeketh rest, he findeth none. So right there it says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places seeking rest and findeth none. Come on, that's powerful within itself. That's power within itself. So then he said, Queen, after you leave your Uncle Matthew, go on there and skip me on over there and hop and jump through them woods and trees and get on over there across that river to 1 Peter. You know, Peter Jr., that's who we call Junior, 5 and 8, and see what he talking about over there. Don't stay over there to Uncle Matthew too long. I just need you to get there and keep on moving. Hold on, family. We got to ride. So, family, I done traveled on over here to my cousin, 1 Peter. Pete Jr. is what we call him. We call him Pete Jr. And that was my uncle's son. And he said, go on over there and see what cousin Pete got saying 5 and 8. And 5 and 8 says, be sober, be vigilant. He don't even want me to say it. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So right there, God let us know that he was walking about seeking whom he can devour. See who he can tear down. He was as a roaring lion. So, family, let's get back over here because we got to finish this thing out and see what God trying to tell us. Because right there, it seemed like the devil was walking the earth to see who he can devour. So, God said, hold on, let's back up. And in 7, it says, and the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down it. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, that feareth God and escheweth evil. So right there, Satan let God know, hey, I've been walking up and down this earth seeking who I can tear down. God said, hold on. Have you tried my servant Job? And Satan said, in 9, then Satan answered the Lord and said, do Job fear God for naught? So Satan answered the Lord and said, do Job fear you, God? And 10 says, has not thou made an hedge out of him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the works of his hand, and his substance is increased in the land. So God let Satan know, don't you see what I done for him? I blessed him all the way around. But put forth thy hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath in thy power, only upon himself put not forth thy hand. So Satan went forth out of the presence of God. So right there, family, God let Satan know all that he got is mine. But I'm going to let you go down there and test them. He said, because I want to see. He said, and the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath in thy power, only upon himself put not forth thy hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. And there was a day when his son and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a message unto Job and said, The oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them, and the sunbeam fell upon them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. So right there, God is letting Satan start his wrath. While he was yet speaking, there came also others and said, The fire of God is fallen from heaven, and have burned up the sheep and the servants, and consumed them, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. So right there, the fire of God fell from heaven. So right there, God is putting that test on Job because, see, he wanting to know how faithful Job is. He wanting to know if Job can stand losing everything that he got. Because, see, family, I ain't going to be up here much longer. I'm about to cut this message out because, see, the point of this thing that God wants us to see, family, is that even Satan had to go to God. Even Satan had to go to God to get permission to do anything. And when God sent that test to Job, because see, we as people get too excited on the wrong things in life. We hold on to this material gain in this material world. And God said, you know what? The same way I gave it to you, I can take it away from you. So God took Job through a test. And he allowed Satan to come down and tempt Job. Because if you go over here and start over here in chapter 2 in Job, it lets you know Job is further tempted by Satan right here. And again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. Satan came to present himself before the Lord, and the Lord said unto Satan, From whence thou comest? And Satan answered the Lord and said, From going up to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job? See, the Lord said, Have you considered his servant Job? Satan didn't go say, well, let me go pick on Job. God pointed Job out. And there is none like him unto the earth, a perfect and upright man that feareth God and escheweth evil. And still he held fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. See, Satan come over there wanting God to destroy Job without any reason. And Satan answered the Lord and said, Skin for skin ye, all that a man have will he give for his life. So he said, hey, a man will give everything for his life. But put forth thy hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord, and smote Job with sore boils from a sole of his foot to the crown unto his crown. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes, and said his wife unto him, Doest thou still retain thy integrity? Curse God and die. Come on now. No, the wife didn't tell him to curse God and die. Because, see, Satan said, God, when you start doing stuff to him, he's going to curse you and die. He said he's going to curse you to your face. Let's see what Job had to say. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of a foolish woman speaketh. Come on, Job, tell her like it is. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God, and shall not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips. So right there, his wife told him, you might well just go on and curse God. And Job said, wait a minute, woman, you speak like a foolish woman. You speak like a foolish woman. He said, shall we receive good at the hand of God? And shall we not receive evil? God gave us all this, woman. And you sitting up here want me to curse God? Job said, no, I ain't about to curse God. See, that was that temptation. See, you got to be like Job. Sometimes you got to let people know, are you foolish? Are you foolish? Sometimes God said you got to know, are you foolish? Let them know they must be foolish, thinking they about to tell you to give up what God told you he clearly gave for you. So family, he even get down there, he talk about how the friends told him to curse God. But one thing about the end of my cousin Joe, we found out this man went through some stuff. He wrote us some books and he let us know all the stuff he had to deal with these people out here. But God, at the end of it, he said, Job, you know what? He said, go on, flip on back there. He said, Then Job answered the Lord and said, I know that thou canst do everything, and that no thought can be withholden from thee. Who is he that hideth counsel without knowledge? Therefore I have uttered that I understand not, things too wonderful things too wonderful for me, which I knoweth not. Hear, I beseech thee, and I will speak, and I will demand of thee, and declare unto me. I have heard of thee by the hearing of the ear, but now my eyes seeth thee. Wherefore I upheard myself, and repent in dust and ashes. And it was so that after the Lord had spoken these words unto Job, the Lord said unto, I can't pronounce this word, Eliphaz, Eliphaz, the Temite, my wrath is kindled against thee, and against thy two friends, for ye have not spoken of me the things that is right. For my servant Job have. Come on now, this God saying his servant Job spoke good of him. Therefore take unto you now 7 bullocks and 7 rams, and go to my servant Job, and offer up for yourselves a burnt offering, and my servant Job shall pray for you. For him I will, for him will I accept, lest I deal with you after your falling, and that ye have not spoken of me the things which is right, like my servant Job. So God let him know right there, because Job didn't speak evil of me like the friends did, and all of them. He said, go take him something. I got him. I got him. And it says, and the Lord turned the captive of Job when he prayed for his friends. Also, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. So, Job still sat there and prayed for his friends, family. He was still praying for them, even though they told him, curse God and go on and die, Job. You must have did something to God. He said, no, I'm going to still pray for them, Lord, because they know not what they do.